Guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're doing a Grand Theft Auto tier list where we're going to rank all the Grand Theft Autos from best to worst. I'm here today with my brother, Horny Jalapeno.
Horny Alabama. Can I get a plug for Horny Alabama?
Yeah, go ahead. Plug your socials.
Follow me at Kendall Jenner on Instagram.
Okay, and what's your YouTube?
On YouTube at Johnny Donuts 777.
Okay, there you guys go. Make sure you guys go follow him. I will leave his links in the description for you guys to go check him out. Do you have a TikTok by any chance?
Yes, my TikTok is Charlie. I don't know her last name, but she's some kind of TikTok girl.
I would suggest rebranding. That's way too long of a TikTok. But anyway, all right, guys, let's jump into the tier list. All right, guys, so we're here in tier list avenue. This is the avenue where we do tier lists. All right. Now, the first game that we're going to be ranking is Chinatown Wars. If you guys don't know what Chinatown Wars is, it's a Grand Theft Auto that came out only for Nintendo DS, I believe, right?
It's super rare and it's expensive.
That doesn't mean it's good. Just want to put that out there.
It is good. It's of all the stories games, I think it's the best one.
I mean, are you sure?
Well, yeah.
Well, Vice City Stories is the best.
Okay. So let's go. We'll put it in C for now. Okay. Let's see where this goes.
That's safe. Next up, we have Liberty City Stories, which is a game that only came out on. Actually, I think this came out on all handheld devices. All right,
I think so. Yeah.
I think it was like mobile even too.
Vice City was the only one I think that only came out on PSP.
Yeah, I think you're right. So Liberty City Stories was good, but didn't even beat the whole game.
It's a D.
Yeah, it's definitely one.
I mean, none of these games are bad.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like we're making it Quentin Tarantino tier list, which is a good idea, by the way. None of these games are actually bad. They were all fun to play when they came out for sure. So we're gonna put Liberty City Stories in at a D. All right. Next up is Grand Theft Auto 2. Again, it's not a bad game, but it's also not a good game when you look at what we have on
in
this
terms
list.
of like my life and fun and enjoyment, like nostalgia. I think it's a really good game, but I think we can both agree that it's behind Liberty City Stories.
Yeah, 100%. And now we're on to Grand Theft Auto, the original Grand Theft Auto.
That's lower than that.
Yeah, it's again a really good game, but yeah, if you
guys
don't know,
time, it doesn't hold up.
No, 100% doesn't. If you guys are not understanding what we mean by like these games right here, let's actually put this one here. Before I even go on that spiel, where would you put Grand Theft Auto London?
Probably either right behind or above Chinatown.
Yeah, I would say it's better than Chinatown, to be honest.
Okay, but I'll take that.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Right there. Okay, sweet. So Grand Theft Auto 1, Grand Theft Auto 2, and Grand Theft Auto London were not like the Grand Theft Autos you guys know. I'll put a little clip on the screen right now to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So you guys see what I mean? It's not like 3D. It was made different. So they were good games, but they weren't Grand Theft Auto yet.
If you have the time here, guy who edits videos, give us a quick flash between the first one, the second one, and the third one.
All right, here you guys go. Here's Grand Theft Auto 1. Here's Grand Theft Auto 2. Here's Grand Theft Auto London. And then this is when they made the drastic change. Here's Grand Theft Auto 3. So now you guys can see the difference. The 1, 2, and London were not traditional. Not what we they weren't Grand Theft Autos yet technically. Grand Theft Autos became Grand Theft Autos on Grand Theft Auto 3.
So I think 3 makes sense to do next.
Yeah. So Grand Theft Auto 3, in my opinion, was a great game.
I'd say it's a B.
Yeah. I honestly think it might be an A though, dude, because it was a third person.
I don't know. Okay, but look,
3D one.
I played so many hours of this in a computer cafe with my sound list playing on Morpheus or whatever.
He's talking old people.
Oh, Winamp. It was actually on Winamp.
Putty, you know what he's talking about?
Yeah, Putty does. Putty was around before computers. Grand Theft Auto 3, it is good. And it set the tone, but just like we said with these games, nostalgia doesn't matter. Is the game good or not? And I don't think it's as good as the other games. It's a B.
Okay. You know what? I'll put it on B for now, but we got to see where other things rank because
we can move things around, right?
Yeah. If we're going just off how it's hard to compete. Like, how are you going to put like Grand Theft Auto, the original, against like Grand Theft Auto 4?
But that's the point. It's which game. That's how it works. That's life.
Okay. All right. Well, next up is Vice City Stories.
That's the best C.
Yeah. So basically, I'm gonna explain what Vice City Stories was. They wanted to make a game for PSP because it couldn't handle regular Vice City or whatever game was out. I actually think it was Grand Theft Auto 4 at the time that was out.
Yeah.
So they basically just made a dumbed down version of Vice City with a different story, different character. Uh, it was good. It was really, really good, really well made, and it was good to be back in Vice City. Right, it was good to go back to Vice City. So
And it did kind of play off the other game, right?
yeah, it did. It had it all but it was like 10 years later, right? So, which was cool. So I'm gonna say it's better than Grand Theft Auto 3, but I
I
don't know if
think
it's
it's
an
as
A.
high C.
No, it's that John. Trust me, it's better than Grand Theft Auto 3. I promise you. It was actually like playing Vice City. Everything was the exact same.
Okay, I'll allow this.
Yeah, trust me. There's
But
no
then you're
way.
gonna you're gonna allow mine then, which
Okay.
is that Grand Theft Auto Stories from Liberty City is an A.
Hmm. Um. Again, I'll explain what this is. Grand Theft Auto episodes from Liberty City was basically Grand Theft Auto 4. They added two new characters with two new stories and two separate games, and it was a lot of fun. It was
So
really
hold
good.
on, I'll redo this for you. So Grand Theft Auto 3 originally is the main title timeline. Then
Hmm.
there's two spin-off games. There's Vice City and San Andreas.
Hmm.
At Grand Theft Auto 4 had two spin-offs. It was called Lost and the Damned and The Ballad of Gay Tony, but they just combined them for like a gift set and made it one thing, which is called
No, you could have downloaded them individually though if you
yeah,
wanted
but you
to.
could also buy them together and it was cheaper.
Okay,
I,
so
I think it's in a Gay Tony is arguably one of the best Grand Theft Auto
no,
games.
no, not argue. No.
Gay Tony is better than Grand Theft Auto 4.
Mm, yeah, for sure.
So
Both of
okay,
them
so that's an
combined
A.
is. All right, I guess we'll have to put it in it. You've convinced me. All right. Now, next up, we have Grand Theft Auto 4. Now, for everyone who was around when Grand Theft Auto 4 came out, a lot of you guys probably weren't. Basically, what happened was PS3 just came out. There was no Grand Theft Autos on PS3 yet. They came out with Grand Theft Auto 4, and it was honestly not that good. It was underwhelming. Like, it was cool because they had online, which was not something that was very common when it came to Grand Theft Autos, but Grand Theft Auto 4 wasn't really that good in hindsight, looking back
My
at it.
thing with it was before we rank this, my big issue is the map. You might look at it; it felt too constrained for me. Like it didn't feel like you had anywhere to go.
Yeah, you didn't. You literally didn't. There was nothing to do on the whole map
Like
at
you were
all.
trapped in the downtown part of the city only.
Grand Theft Auto 4 was basically a game where you just played the story and then there was no free roam to it. It felt like to me. So, but then that's
I
why
would,
Liberty City Stories was so, or episodes of Liberty City was so good because that's
yeah,
when everything
you
changed.
could do everything. Okay, I say this is the highest B.
Mm, yeah, I'll agree with that. Okay, now it's the moment of truth. The three best games,
S.
arguably of all time. So okay, so what are we gonna do here? We're gonna
Vice
say
City
Vice
is an
City.
S.
Vice City's an S. I can't argue that. San Andreas is an
Grace is an
S,
S.
and Grand Theft Auto
Okay,
5 is
I
an
think
S.
5 is an A. Um,
Okay,
but
why
I
though?
understand that why you like 5. I
Not
understand what's
just
good about
me.
it.
It's not just
But if
me.
you take the online out, I don't like the story. I think the story is really weak. I don't like being three people. It takes you out of the game. I'd rather just be one person, one solid storyline. I don't think being multiple people helps the story. But I do understand also what's good about it and why it belongs there.
So that's why you're leaving it an S.
Okay, so let's rank these in order. I think San Andreas is the best.
Okay, yeah, for sure. San Andreas is the best, 100%.
Okay, you know what? Vice City is the best A tier.
Yeah, 100%. I would say, yeah, Vice City shouldn't be S
Because
though, in my
as
opinion.
good as the story is for Vice City, I
Yeah,
don't think what you could do in the game yet was special.
yeah, exactly. It was exactly just like we explained
It was
about
just a
Grand
bigger
Theft Auto
map of
4.
three.
Yeah, again, there wasn't like think about it like this. Okay, when it comes to free roam, Vice City was basically this: get on a bike, go collect those pink skull things around the map, the 100, right? Hit the jumps, and then there was a couple like hidden missions that you could do, like Hitman
The best
missions.
part of Vice City was buying properties. That was the best part of Vice City.
Mm, yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah. Anyway, that's how we're gonna leave our list right now. The best Grand Theft Auto of all time is San Andreas. If you haven't played it, please go play it. It's amazing. It's on the PlayStation and Xbox store. Definitely go download. It's probably $10. If you have a weekend where you're not doing anything or even a night, download that game and try it because it's amazing. Trust me. Then second, we have Grand Theft Auto 5. And then third, we have Vice City. Nothing else really matters. That's our top 3. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please do me a favor, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Is there anything you want to say before we go?
Yeah, just to the fans, if I think that we should give them a second part to this video where we leave this intact and we add all the rest of the Rockstar games to it.
Okay. Or we could even do it in a separate tier list. Who knows? We'll see what happens. For everyone who doesn't know, Rockstar is made by, Rockstar makes a lot of really good games. It's not just Grand Theft Auto, and it's also not just Red Dead. There's a lot of other games that you guys definitely don't know about that are worth checking out. So maybe we'll get around to that in the next episode. But anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Peace out.